Okay, hello, and hold up, there we go. Welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me, it's Gage. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And today, oh golly gee whiz, we are resuming my original new game. Well, not my original game. I'll get that in a bit here. But we are resuming our New Game Plus playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. There is an ad break going on right now, so let's talk about absolutely nothing until the people that don't have ad blocker are back. I can't think of anything to not talk. What? Wait, no, hold on. Let's talk about nothing. I can't think of nothing to talk about. I mean, I guess if we're talking about nothing, then realistically, I don't need to say anything. I've been watching the Kung Fu Panda movies recently, or I started rewatching them. I'm in the middle of the holiday special, and I forgot that Poe breaks a dude's neck in that. Like, straight up. Like, my man's just like has a guy's head between his legs, and the caption, the subtitle says neck snaps. He just fully snaps the dude's neck. Po Kung Fu Panda murders the guy on screen in the of all things, the Kung Fu Panda holiday special. Oh, is the ad break over? Okay, hi. I was talking about Poe from Kung Fu Panda murdering a guy on screen during the holiday special. Hello, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV today. A bit of background here. Nigh on 2 years ago, like a little over perhaps a year and a half, Endwalker was coming out. And I got the bright idea, oh, I should play through New Game Plus before Endwalker comes out. And I had the not quite as bright idea of starting this playthrough a week before Endwalker came out, thinking that I could get through it in time. I did not. I didn't even finish Reborn. So I kind of put it, I pushed it to the side a bit. I'm just like, I'll probably come back to this at some point. And with the announcement of Dawn Trail, and that coming out next summer, I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and get back into doing the New Game Plus run, finishing a Realm Reborn, moving on to Heavensward. I wrote up an entire document, right, about how I would plan. Where did I put it? Hold on. It's a text file. Utilities change. Reactive schedule. Hold up. Golem highlight reel. Timestamps. Was it this one? No, that was the fanfiction list. Where the hell did I put? I wrote up like a whole text file about the order that I was going to do things in. Here it is. Because I wanted to go ahead and present like kind of the best experience of the story of Final Fantasy XIV as I could. You know, making sure I do all the role quests, making sure that I do content that maybe isn't required, but is still, like, you know, I feel important. Things like, you know, the trial series, the various raids, things like that. And in the process of doing so, realize that, like, especially once you get to Shadowbringers, actually planning something like that out gets absolutely fucking nuts. Because, like, the role master quests for Shadowbringer, this is a Final Fantasy XIV stream. I can talk about Final Fantasy XIV as much as I want, finally. I try to keep it limited on my other streams, because otherwise I'll just keep fucking talking about it. But as this is an FF14 stream, I can just go ham. So, the role master quests, New Game Plus stuff for Shadowbringers includes a quest that can happen in 5.0, and a quest that doesn't happen until 5.4. So trying to, like, plan that out, and you can't, like... So this is something that I found out in planning for the Yorha raids, when I did, like, the streams for those, is that you can only have one New Game Plus, like, chunk going at a time. So, like, I still, at the time that I did those raids, I still had my original New Game Plus from back in 2021 suspended. And I had to cancel that because I needed to be able to suspend the New Game Plus for the Dark Apocalypse raids. I'm going to drink some water real quick. One second. So when I did eventually decide, hey, I want to redo this, I had to go back to my original stream and figure out which quest I ended on so that I could then replay the part of Realm Reborn up to the point that I had done it. And then, and only then, could I start New Game Plus back up. So I did that, and thankfully that wasn't too difficult. I don't think I was that far. We're up to we're in the middle of Realm Reborn Part 5. So the last thing that happened, I think, is we were trying to negotiate the presence of the refugees from Doma. So, you know, I don't know why so much, like, why does so much shit have to revolve around, like, so much shit revolves around Ul'dah. And it's just like, yes, the city run by people with purely capitalist interests is probably the best place to hold up some refugees. That's a great idea. Love it. Teleji Adeleji can suck my fucking dick. Quite frankly. I'm glad he's dead. Spoilers, by the way. Yeah, being limited to just one New Game Plus at a time kind of sucks. It's inconvenient, but, like, whatever. I'll work with it. Ul'dah has way too much power, and I hate it. Ul'dah has almost way too much, like, presence in the story. It's wild. They have the most resources, so in that way it makes sense, but they are also awful. Yeah. Hate those motherfuckers. I hate everybody on the council. Almost everybody. Godbird is on thin fucking ice. Anyways. But yeah, I'm really excited to get back into this, to play more about it. I'm excited to... I think... one thing that I am kind of looking forward to is... I don't know if I did this a lot on my original playthrough. I love that I got through base Realm Reborn pre-Endwalker on my original streams of New Game Plus, because I had a friend who was just starting out and got up through Praetorium, did the whole new Ridditon fight and everything, and I was just like, hey, do you want to see what this originally looked like? And I just pulled up my stream and just like, here you go. So I'll always have, like, that, like, kind of personal, what's the word I'm looking for? Personal, log of what that game, what those, like, things were originally like. Hold up. Godbert runs a gold saucer at severe loss in order to at least provide meaningful work and relaxation to people, so I'm fine with him. He claims makes a profit, but there's no conceivable way it makes a profit. Lamau. Hello, GlivVT. Thank you for the follow. Maybe the drink bar. I'm sure, like I said, Godbert's on thin fucking ice specifically for what happened, like, I think in the Stormblood patches? And how weird he was about that, but he's also, like, a wacky cartoon character, so it's like, okay, I tolerate you. I tolerate you, and you're giving me cool weapons and the new stuff, so, alright. But yeah. So, if you ever want to check out any of my other Final Fantasy XIV streams, I have a number of playlists on my YouTube channel. I've got the full playlist of everything that I've done in Final Fantasy XIV. I've got a playlist specifically for when I did the Hildebrand content. I have a playlist specifically for the New Game Plus, which I'll finally be able to start adding more videos to. And I've got a playlist that's just miscellaneous stuff, which I'm going to be adding to next week, because next week I'm probably going to be on Thursday doing The Rising, and then running Prey a few times to get the final dog I need, and then doing the quest to get the ultimate dog. And if you've never played Final Fantasy before, then none of this is going to make any fucking sense to you. But you also probably wouldn't be watching this stream. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Okay, here I am. So like I said, we're basically picking up like right where we left off. So we got everyone here. And let's see what everybody's thoughts are on the current situations. Alphino, how you feeling about things? You're still smug, Alphino, right now. As Lord Lolorito goes, so does the Syndicate. I guess, yeah. Yugiri, how are you doing? My people could not endure another long sea voyage, but if Ul'dah will not accept us, what choice we have? What choice have we? I mean, there's like a few other cities. Probably not Gridania, though. Don't go to Gridania. Limsa, maybe. Kikyo, how you doing? Did they not hear Lady Yugiri's pleas? How can they turn us away, knowing what we have endured? Kasasagi, how about you? Prone to violence and criminal activity? Who is he to speak of us thus? Are we to be punished for sins we may never commit? Great pose, thank you. And you motherfucker. It bears repeating that Lord Lolorito does not speak for the Syndicate. The others harbor doubts, I will allow, but in time they shall see the errors of their ways. Yeah, whatever. You suck. Anyway, Raban. Raban would like to discuss how to handle the Doman refugees. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft I have wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Wait, where's the Hall of Flames? Hold up. Everyone just walked off without me and I don't know where I'm going. Oh, it's just the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay. Yeah, Gridania would say, sucks to be you, but the elemental said die, so die. That's not even necessarily what I'm worried about. Like, okay, let's be clear here. Everybody in all three cities are pretty, bigoted. Like, specifically, in a lot of cases, against, like, beast tribes and stuff. Like, I think... How many slurs did the Laminsons have for... I'm already forgetting what they're called. All I can think of is the slur that the Laminsons use for them. The fish people. I can't remember what they're called. A lot of slurs. Yeah. The Sahagin. Yeah, there you go. And Ul'dah, and people in Ul'dah are, like, specifically bloodthirsty for... Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta go say hi to... Hi, Nosage Blackrock. Bye, Nosage Blackrock. The Uldans are particularly bloodthirsty over the Amalja. So, I mean, like, that all sucks. But, like, Gridanians have so much hate for, like, just different varieties of Elazin that it's like, I think the Domans would probably be worse off there. At least early on in the story. They get better? Question mark. I literally invented the term beast tribe to refer to anyone we can't exploit or if we just kind of want to genocide them. Yeah, that's true. So, like, Laminsa would probably be their best bet. I play a Mooncat. I'm not a fan of Britannia. Mayhap I should have considered the likelihood of failure more deeply beforehand. Maybe hap you should have. You kind of have a problem with that. Aitaleji. I will not deny that certain portions of the refugee population have been a burden on the assaulted, but I take issue with my counterpart's contention that they count for the majority. In this they are plainly mistaken. Even so, we must not think ill of them for wishing to protect our great nation. I'm gonna think ill of them and you, because you're fucking shifty as hell. Yugiri, how you doing? Lemons has a bad slavery problem, especially from a guy. That's also true. There really isn't a good place. Limsa has a very high Makote population specifically because so many are kidnapped and brought there as slaves. Oofa doofa. A galleon is no place for my people, for any people, to call home. This cannot continue. This cannot continue. This cannot continue. This cannot continue. Kikyo, how you doing? We do not wish to live by the grace of others. We want to work. We want to contribute. I don't want to work. I want to just hang out and vibe. Is there naught we can do to earn the approval of these Uldans? Rabban, what are your thoughts? The Syndicate has spoken. I see no point in moving that... hold on. I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monorists... Fucking shit. I forgot how many big goddamn words are in here. The monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed. Ulda is not an option. Nor are Limsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Yeah, see, even Alpha knows it. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. And there he goes, walking off to talk to somebody else. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. Discussed? Discussed. Sorry. I understand the Syndicate's decision. I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. Yeah, but the problem is that you come from a place that has been, like, conquered, and the Syndicate is just dicks. Alpha No cosplays 2B in a spare time, I'm calling it. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? I gotta make a great gross noise real quick, 1 second. Alright, I'm good. Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Hey, it was good, man. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn... my order. My dude, you showed up like a week ago. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Yugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ulda, it sucks. Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. Yeah, sure. He probably thinks he owns it because he came in and took over after the raid while we were huddled up at the church. That's true. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray, do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Uldan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Aigead. Okay. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people... I feel like I'm putting the wrong emphasis there. It's Yugiri, isn't it? Not Yugiri. Lady Yugiri. Yugiri? Yugiri? I think it's Yugiri. Okay. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. Telegy, Adelegy, fuck off challenge. Alright. And away we go. Where is it again? Ugh, excuse me. Ooh, we running. Command unavailable in New Game Plus mode. You may not engage with the Moonfire Fair in New Game Plus. You can just fuck right off with that. I need to make sure I don't need to, like... Oh, right. Momo's ego. Right, I still have, like, samurai stuff to do. Alfio. Or did I finish the samurai stuff? Did I finish that? I think the only thing I've got left is getting the Shadowbringer quest. Anyway. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momody has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Thanks, Momody. Right, sorry I couldn't stay long, but I gotta head out. Stuff to do and all that. It's been great seeing your responses to the Warrior of Light Quote of the Day prompts. I'm so glad so many people are participating in it. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I gotta do one for today at some point. Maybe later after I've finished streaming and everything, but I do plan to. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Hello. What news? Transportations remain our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? Uh-huh. I fear that exceeds our mandate. So, no. I don't know why I nodded. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. How many are there? When the government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. Sure, but maybe anyone but you? I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. Okay. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I could do. You have so many unscrupulous intentions. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. I don't trust that dude as far as I could throw him, and I bet I could throw him pretty far. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Ugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? Okay. Okay. I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you. After you have restored your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Okay. I did it. I solved the refugee crisis. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vespa Bay, where from they will be transported... Transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees require some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Aigead, I would have you return to Vespa Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hozan when you arrive. As Lady Ugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Alright, so where do I go for that again? I always forget. Hold up. Horizon Zero Dawn. And I don't want to bother controlling my way there, so I'm going to go ahead and hire a Chocobo Porter. Vesper Bay. I'm going to put my controller down. Ah. Like, yeah, I could fly there, but at the same time, it's like, you know, sometimes you just like to put your controller down and just let the bird do the work, you know? Check out all these other, like, warriors of light running about. Huron Coachman. First name Huron, last name Coachman. Ah, it's been too goddamn long since I've traveled across Eorzea. Can't wait to take to the road again. Yeah, man. I feel that. You know, sometimes like a long road trip is actually really nice. You know? Hozan, Home, any other hoes I should know about? Oh, I can smell their stench in the wind even here. What does that mean? Greetings. Alphino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet with you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. Me. Oh, you meant the name. Ah. There's your bunny. Aye, I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. This motherfucker's losing at goddamn hide and seek. He's just like, haha, I will entrust the help of this adventurer to help me win hide and seek. Are you one of the hide and seeks? Came here by way of Wanderer's Palace. Oh, how you would love it there. A daring adventurer like you. There are automata contrived to the very walls. Dozens of secret rooms there must be. That's nice. Oh, bunny. Yo, Zan. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Wow. Yozan homophobic moments. Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... My dude, you've got, like, falcons. Those are still really big, and you can ride them like... Never mind. What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Aigead told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Yeah, alright. Oh, there's one. How y'all gonna play hide and seek when you got big ol' icons over your head? Hiding child. First name hiding, last name child. How'd you find me? Bah! Guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just too good at this? I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. That's a fucked up thing to say. Are you okay, kid? Alright, where are we going next? Now I will fly. Go, you void scent infused corpse of a cat. Anyway. That's maybe what it is. Don't worry about it. It might not be what it is. Haha. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Aigead Siorc, eh? I don't know anyone else was... Wait a minute. You're one of those... stallions, aren't you? Sure. No, scions. Scions. Then you must know Lady Aigead, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Aigead Siorc. What a lovely child. What a precocious kid. Here's another one. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? I don't know. Sounds scary. But if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go. Get out of here, you. Hey, where'd the old hoe go? Wonderful. All the children are counted. Hide and seek? Ah, I see that you were curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Aigead thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Fucked up, if true. At long last, Hozan and his group are ready to leave Vesper Bay. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, who I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Yeah, man, I'll come along. Oh, there's the old hoe. Aw, he's got a mask on now, so he doesn't have to smell the chocobo. Ugh, I hate sharing the same carriage in a caravan as my dad. Fascinating creatures. Whence did they come? Yeah. These reports of a great beast on the road to Ul'dah are most troubling. A great what? Yo! Zan. Ugh, grandfather is so lucky. These horsebirds smell terrible. Oh, it's just so fluffy. Yeah, they're pretty great. You, Mr. Coachman. Please, call me Huron. Mr. Coachman was my father. You gonna be off, are you? Well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Running from the blade says we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here is another story. I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe-like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The blades tell me the road there's safe, so I reckon we can make that fire on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Yeah, I can do that. Mount time. Oh, it's the car. Okay. Nice little Friday drive. So where is this thing? Oop. Oh, it's a ways. Okay, fine. I'll fly there. Thread the needle. Yeah. It's not that big of a deal, but I like to think it's cool. I always love seeing, like, all the new people running around and stuff. It's really neat. Destination. I don't see any big scary monster. Oh. Nah. Okay, I think we're good. Love to be picked up by the scruff of my neck like a baby cat. How's everybody holding up? They have wings, so does that mean they can fly? Does that mean we can fly if we ride one? Yeah, but you need to get up to level 50 first and finish the base game and get to the patches before you can do that. And then, like, in later places, it's like this whole thing. You gotta find these, like, fucking wind orbs. Which do you think would win in a race? A horse or a horse bird? Fuck, I don't know. I must say, it was a surprisingly pleasant ride. Mayhap the journey to River's Shoal will not be so bad after all. It pleases me to see you well. Come, let's let the coachman know we can continue onward to Ul'dah. Hey man, we're good. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Ha ha! Yeah. Here we go. Oh, is this one voice? It seems like it might be voice. Nope. Well fought, madam. Well fought. Ah, if only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pray my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. This is my default old guy voice. Be that as may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. Yeah. Of course it would. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Ugarty's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away. Oh, God. Excuse me. Yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such debt? I don't know. Don't ask me. In kind, father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Whoa! Hi? Hey, Miss Aigead! Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To go with the no, why did Aigead become an adventurer? I feel like Aigead would definitely do the Wild Rose line, actually. To go whither the wild rose blooms. So, you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything. Don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Aigead. I've got a Warrior of Light question of the day for you. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? Bustling outpost, frequent accounts, adventures, bastion of civilization, and a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It's a home to the science of the Seventh Dawn. It is a stone's throw from an imperial castrum. Bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Maybe not just as strong. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Miss Aigead, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Eat your vegetables. Seek out new experiences and adventures. Fight ferocious beasts. Train every day. Buy weapons and armor from Rowena. New experiences and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. All right. That's enough questions from Miss Aigead. That's not fair. Why does Yozan get asked 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Sure, kid. Uh-huh. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Aigead. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer, too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Aigead and Lady Aigead. Aww. Yeah, just like Miss Aigead and Lady Aigead. Best part about being a hero is filling kids' heads with crazy ideas. You should practice your backflips every day. They're important to adventuring. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Uh-huh. Seems like just yesterday I was on a carriage just like this. With the weird guy and 2 teenagers. We did it. We got to Ul'dah. How's everybody feeling after all that? Koharu? How many steps are there? 100? I'm going to count. I think... Is this the one that it actually... It's 88. It's 80. It's 80. There's 80. Because it's 80 sins, so it's 80 steps. That's the bit. Hozan. It'll be no good to sleep... It'll be... Fucking shit, goddamn. It will be good to sleep in a proper bed for a change, even if it's only for a night. Home? Would you look at that? I hate stairs. Yozan. I bet they could keep out an entire legion with those walls. Yeah, sure. Godspeed, you sprout. His name is Nightly Hawk. That's cool. What a cool name. Mind letting Master Alpha know we're here? I need to stay with the birds. Yeah, sure, man. Okay, stairs. I don't really give a huge amount of thought to Aigead's whole character within Realm Reborn. Mostly because I didn't really start thinking about Aigead's character until Heavensward, which is about when I used a Fantasia to turn her into Bunny. So generally speaking, just like, you know, played out as the same way like it would play out if, you know. Anything else. The steps have nulled, so there's going to be more stairs. There's so many steps. We got steps for days. See? Steps. What'd I tell you? And look, more steps. Now this over here, this is a ramp, which spits in the face of steps. A ramp looks at stairs and there's like, get that pussy shit out of here. But here we got more stairs. Several recurring platforms of differing elevations. Fuck off with that. We out here with the reasonable incline. Hey everybody. Has the first group arrived already? Wonderful. Pray inform Master Alphino at once. I'll think about it. We welcome your return, Mr. Siorc. I pray they do not grow too accustomed to this treatment. It is a welcome respite, to be sure, but a far cry from what we can expect in Revenant's Toll. Alphino, I did it. Ah, Aigead. I take it the first group has arrived? Excellent. Huh? Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Aigead should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. We are ready to depart at your earliest convenience, but say the word and we shall follow. At least your calves will look nice. That's what's important in the end. Many great and terrible beasts roam the wastes of Mordona, yes? But we must needs keep a closer eye on the children. Kikyo from Inuyasha. I hope this proves to be the final leg of our journey. The Malms have taken their toll. All due respect. Ooh, Minfilia, angry. Alphino would have you and Yugiri depart for Revenant's Toll without delay. Ah. Hold on. I'll stretch my jaw a little bit. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan, which would require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Oh, hey, it's Nightly Hawk. Ah! Computer telling me, hey, here's a picture you took years ago of a spider. Speak first with Slaffborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Ah, Nightly Hawk leveled up to level 7. Good for him. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Aigead. Yeah, man. Alright, let's go find Slaffborn. The man born of Slaff. Tell you what, this is taking a revenant's toll on me and my patience. More Dona? Why not less Dona? I think we have far too much Dona. We should probably start like cycling down. Ah, Slaffborn. Hey man, bunny, banani. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. This motherfucker's just like, I don't see color. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slaffborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals. And you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slaffborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Bunny, banani. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 L's, Aigead. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. Cool. Think about changing your mustache sometime. Kikyo, how you feeling? At long last, we have an opportunity to prove our worth. You shan't regret this, madam. Kasasagi? The sentries appear more than capable. Even so, it may be best to forbid people from venturing beyond the walls unescorted, for the time being at least. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. The Rising Stones is in the 7th heaven, yes? We shall follow anon. Sure thing. Enter the Rising Stones. Let's go. Ah, Papalimo, looking hale and healthy. Eorzea may be a land of many cultures and creeds, but I nevertheless suspect that the Domans will struggle to adapt. Coltene, how you doing? As is the case with other distant lands, I have heard rumors of mysterious magics and martial arts. I do not lend credence to these tales, but I cannot help but hope that some of them are true. Tataru, how you holding up? I wonder what herbs and spices they use in Doma. Maybe there's something I could add to my special tonic. Maybe. Hori, my man! That's a big box. Huff, huff. This little thing is nothing compared to what the Domans have endured. Flamine, how you doing, girl? So many youths these days fail to understand that it is incumbent on everyone to help those in need. That's why it's so wonderful when young men like Hori Bolda rise to the occasion. Flamine, you are in your 30s. Please stop talking like you're 60 years old. Ida, how you holding up? Did they really sail that half-rotted ship? Wait, no, hold on. Did they really sail that half-rotted ship all the way from Arthard? Isn't that dangerous? What if it had sprung a leak? Well, it would have sank. And it would have been real bad for everyone involved. I love Flamine acting like she's just elderly lady. And, like, the story treating her as one. And then you look it up and she's, like, in her late 30s. It's one of my favorite things. Just, like, she's got the glasses, the white hair. It's just, like... You're not even 40 years old. Same fucking thing with, like, Thancred when they're talking about him being, like, an old man. He's just like, he's not that old. Minfilia. Are you voiced right now? 'Tis no use. Take this. 'Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Oh, right. Oriange has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. Yeah, what you already know, it's a little more complicated than what you think. We'll get into it. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. No. I should not blame you if you did. Nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Bunny bunny, bunny bunny bunny. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Oh god. Is this one voiced? I need a moment. Water going down the wrong tube. Please be voiced. Damn it! We have no... Excuse me. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Oh god. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. You good? I'm good. It's just... Hold on. I gotta... I'm, like, trying to clear my throat out, and, like, also now I have hiccups. Ugh. I'll be alright. As ever, it has been a pleasure, antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Oh, God, and I'm hiccuping again. Hold on. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slaff-born. Lady Yugiri, Aigead. Bye. You... Nope, still hiccuping. Alright. Okay. Yugiri, how are we feeling about this? I'm amazed that none here knew of the War of Succession until we arrived. Have you truly heard naught of what has transpired? No. Not yet, anyway, but, you know, expansions are coming. Kikyo. I dare not give myself to hope in full, but for the first time in many moons, I am willing to do so. Kasasagi. Mayhap I worry overmuch, but with so many able-bodied adventurers about, what beast could pose a threat? It's like big turtles. Lamine and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit, I'm still troubled by the matter of the missing crystals. Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from the field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. Yeah, sure. Will it be voiced? I need a break from talking.
How goes the
Oh, thank
fishing?
God.
Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
You really got an eye for this, Y'shtola.
Has there been any movement?
Don't worry, that'll make sense later.
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late.
Have I not fought Leviathan yet?
Oh gods. They mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Fucked up. Hey, what's wrong? Oof, ouch, my head.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective.
Oh, that's fun looking.
And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
I don't know, I've heard Oblivion's pretty good. You know, not as good as, like, Morrowind, but... You know, I've heard good things.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
Thank goodness all the Scions get better outfits later on.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
No.
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the Echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
Yeah, it's this whole
A
thing.
godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
All right. Quest complete. The sea rises. Minfilia wishes to share some final words of the coming mission prior to departing for Limsa Lominsa. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. I say we fight Leviathan. Let's let them summon him, you know, for the bit. I should probably just, like, pop on over there, huh? Whoop. Wait, hold up. Is there anybody here I should talk to? Aha! Even though Thancred will be watching out for her, I cannot help but fear for Lady Minfilia. This Leviathan business has everyone all wound up, but I say it's times like this that we need to get unwound. Sure thing, Ida. As her mother, I am ever concerned for Minfilia's safety, but she is her own woman now, and if she would venture into the midst of danger, I will not bar her way. Papalimo, are you beating up the recruits again? If you are to hold the fort during missions, you must be no less than fully prepared. See that you dedicate every spare moment to your training. Pain is but weakness leaving the body. Must impress Lady Ida. Yah! Aw, ain't that adorable. Don't worry, buddy. Eventually you'll have somebody here who is, like, incredibly horny for you, but only when you're with your brother for some reason. It's weird and discomforting. Don't worry about it. I gotta say, if there's one thing I'm looking forward to with Final Fantasy XIV finally coming to the Xbox, it's that I don't know if you've been able to hear it as I'm talking. I had to turn sound canceling on OBS because the fucking fan on my PS4 is so goddamn loud. Oh god. It startled me a bit, actually. Alright. Let's pop over to Limsa. Anytime. Loading screens would also be nice. Oh, that person's A-posing. Don't worry, you'll get out of it. There you go. Wait, where am I going? Oh. Right, I just gotta go over here. I think they noticed I was looking at them while they were A-posting. Which is a little funny. Hey man, I'm here to see Merleweb. You were expected. Pray take this lift to the command room. Hey girl, hey. Welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time, then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. That sucks. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. See, there's one of those fucking slurs that they got for the Sahagin. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Okay. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. I'm having a rough one talking today. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Captain Siorc, our scouts are currently fucking shit goddamn, what is that word? Reconnoitering the Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the... You know, I'm trying, I really am. They will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falkbreda has charge of the garrison. Okay. Call me Captain Siorc again. Say it real slow. There may not be a better chance to learn the true nature of the Echo. I cannot well allow the opportunity to pass me by. In case I wasn't clear, time is short, Captain. Make haste to Camp Skull Valley and request the latest intelligence from Commander Falkbreda. This motherfucker called Commander Fuck Breed her. Anyway. Sometimes I think about how Nausea is just an anagram of oceans, and it fucks me up. Let's fly. Oh, God. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, let's fly. Whoop. Excuse me, Commander Fuckbreed her. I mean, Fuckbreeda. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I've been expecting you, Scionth of the Seventh Dawn. Oh, I'm not Scion of the Seventh Dawn. I'm just Aigead. Scion of the Seventh Dawn is another character entirely. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Dope. I'm excited to be a part of it. Fuckbreed is growing ever more agitated by the minute. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Saps' spawning grounds. Did you know that Admiral Whirlwhib cannot say reconnoiter? It's really funny to see her try. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover the bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Don't worry, I'm like super cool with the Sahagin right now. They, hold up. Yeah, I'm allied with the Sahagin. So like, they're cool with me. They think I'm Nita Hell. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's having a good one. I'm just gonna like pop over here real quick, help out this storm private, don't mind me. Hey big guy, how's it hanging? Help somebody of all the times to forget the restorative. Ugh. Here you go, man. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg of you. Yeah, alright. Oh, shoop. Haha. Oh, there's a fate happening right now. I'm not gonna worry about it. Ah, man. Hate corpses. Hate finding corpses. You guys are funny. Anyway. And 1 corpse. And oh, this one's heavy. Two corpse. Dope. Where's the other ones? Were there 5? Da, 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 da. My PS4 controller's been doing this funny thing recently where whenever I occasionally when I hold down the left trigger, like, I'll just start slowly moving forward for some reason. I forgot that one's called Sharknado. I don't know the reason for it, but... You've returned, thank the Navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. No. But tell me, what became of the others? I got some dead guys. Dear gods. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Is their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remain unaccounted for. I pray they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, fucking shit, goddamn. Son of a bitch! The Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. I want to sally forth. Who's Sally? Falkbrito awaits the commencement of the operation with barely concealed rage. Girls, same. Oh, barely concealed. Yeah, for sure. Thrice damned fishback bastards. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Okay, calm down. Hey, girls. Hey. Oh, hey, Yugiri's here, too. Ladies. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole-surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but we fucking shit, goddamn. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. Ah, but we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priests presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault, and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. In likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defense effort. Aigead and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversions should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Okay. Thancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Aigead. Okay. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia, as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Aigead? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Yes, ma'am. The Admirals charged us with holding the line that separates Sahagin hordes and innocent homes, and we got it with our lives. Once everything has been set in motion, I too shall make my way to the Aetheryte. As previously agreed, Lady Minfilia will be with me. Even with the diversions, the path to the Aetheryte is bound to be fraught with danger. Pray be on constant guard, Aigead. I'll be fine. Check it out. Doggo. They don't even know I'm here. And honestly, realistically speaking, I could just stroll up just like, hey fuckers, what's good? Check this out. Give him a moment. Oh, a fate. Well, we won't worry about that right now. Okay. Okay, this one's already dead. Is somebody else doing this quest? I think so. It looks like it. Whoa, Y'shtola, are you okay? Don't worry, girl, I got you. Pray, do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on. Glancing blow. Girl, you're wielding a twig. I mean, I could take them.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Ah, owned.
Did I miss much? So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans.
You didn't need to
But
say mental note out
seriously,
loud.
If I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Oh, he's a rogue now. Alright, calm down, you two. Alright, now if you guys are done flirting...
To the Aetheryte!
Whoop. I always love seeing, like, the draw and sheath animations when you're using a monk weapon that doesn't actually have, like, gauntlets, because it's just like, yeah, before I put my fists up, put my dukes up, I just gotta reach to the sides of my hips real quick. Grah! Damn, okay.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Hey, girl, hey.
You've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled Soarwalkers, tormented our kind.
Talking with Thancred about anything is basically walking up to him being like, hey man, how's the weather recently? And he's just like, hey, remember the time I was possessed by an Ascian? It's just like, yeah man, I just want to know about the weather.
But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
That's a pretty dope threat, admittedly.
Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Oh, that's fun. It rhymes.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
Such power! It is transcendent!
We did it. We killed him. Okay. Unexpected.
7 hells.
You said it.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal. Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish Shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Oh, hey, look who showed up.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
You should probably bounce, maybe.
My being ebbs away. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Ah, you got duped, idiot. He seems mad. And he's gone. Okay.
Where did he go?
Underwater?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates.
That sounded like bad news.
Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
I don't like that. I wish he wouldn't. I think it would be super cool if he didn't do that. Could we perhaps try asking him nicely not to? The gods of this realm are vengeful beings. 'Tis of little wonder the Garleans fear their kind so. If we meet Leviathan on the open sea, we put ourselves at the Primal's mercy. We must think of a way to face him on equal terms. Though the mission ended in failure, I take solace in the knowledge that Minfilia is unharmed. Sure, man. Had only we arrived but a moment earlier. But there is no time to brood over what might have been. Leviathan is returned, and we must needs find a way to deal with him. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal sediments, if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? I could go beat him up. I'm just saying, putting it out there. Into the heart of the whirl. Merlwyb is brooding over Leviathan's return. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open seas, effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limlane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan. That much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Okay. Alright, everybody. Oh, they left without me again. Okay. Nobody's loaded in yet. Give it a bit. Hold on. Real money trading. Report that. Thank you. You are expected in the command room. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting. Okay. Hey guys, you kinda left me behind there. Not cool. I am the main character. If Leviathan is allowed to unleash a tidal wave, nothing within 10 malms of the coast will be safe, let alone Limsa. I trust you see what's at stake here. I guess I do. To confront the Lord of the World in his watery domain is far from ideal, yet he is not like to come to us. Would that he lacked the means to strike us from afar. When I saw Leviathan rise from the depths, I cannot well describe what I felt. No words could prepare one for such a sight. Yeah, it's fucked up. Being the observant adventurer that you are, you will doubtless have noticed my dagger work back at Sapsa. You know me, Aigead. I like to dabble in a bit of this and a bit of that. Yeah, sure, man. The Sahagin Elder claimed to have become eternal, yet he was summarily consumed by Leviathan. What might this imply? Fuck if I know.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western La Noscia. Halfstone, 'twas called.
Yeah.
Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it?
I could go beat him
The
up.
sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea.
I forgot that this guy ever had
Waves
waistlines.
and whirlpools, tides and currents. All these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the Company of Heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
How many sea serpents you guys got?
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Okay.
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another.
Final Fantasy when
volunteer
First
myself.
Reality walks in. Hello, Locopool79. Welcome.
Will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours.
I was wondering how that
I
was
want
pronounced.
Twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
Is this the funny MMO that replaced WoW during Shadowlands? This is the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with the free trial up to level 60 that includes the award-winning first expansion Heavensward and no restriction on playtime. Soon to also include up to level 70 with the second expansion Stormblood. Alright, how's everybody feeling about this plan? I'm loving it. I like the idea of slapping two boats together to make one bigger boat. To confront the Lord of the World... Oh, wait, hold on. This is just... Merwib. I have my people working triple shifts on the twin vessel, but it will take some time yet. Time we may not have. 7 hells, this waiting is liable to drive the lot of us mad. Yuguri, how do you feel about all this? Being held as gods... Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. So can I ask about the image on the left? The image on the left is a commission of my Warrior of Light that I got from my good friend Molly, who you can find on Twitter at GingerIsASpice. That's GingerIsASpice. She does great work. Highly recommend commissioning her. And it pretty much is just a bust of the character. There's nothing below like the waistline. But it's there to block the chat because as I understand it, blocking the chat is considered a courtesy when streaming this game. And it's a lot of hassle to try and just like keep the chat log hidden, especially when you need to use it for things. So most of the time people will put like an image over it. Now that I have come face to face with the Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. Pabwa? What is it?
A message, Admiral! I judged it best that it be delivered at once!
Why did I give this guy that voice? I am listening.
According to the Yellow Jackets, man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan.
Huh? One of the company of heroes.
The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We've dispatched one of our own to question the individual.
As I am disinclined to put any store by this claim. Wait, hold up. Let me start again. I am disinclined to put any store by this claim. Even should it be true, it is as Y'shtola said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. This man is of their number. What could he tell us that we do not know already? Hey, is he wearing, like, leopard print panties? And yet, having waged Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? His testimony could yield us any manner of advantage. Should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Aigead, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. Okay.
The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenosia. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful.
Sure thing, buddy. Speak with Storm Private, the Grey Fleet. Which one is this? Tempest Gate. Okay. And away we go. Alright, where am I headed next? Aetheryte. But yeah, Molly was nice enough to give me a crop to make a cropped version for me to use for blocking the chat. So that I could... My main concern was making sure that, like, her signature was still on it. So they just moved the signature and cropped it to my specifications. Let's go! Oh, there we go. The Company of Heroes is one of those really funny things in this game where it's just like... Their whole, like, quest line is probably one of the more slog-heavy parts of the Realm Reborn MSQ, but the subject of the Company of Heroes comes up so often in later parts of the game that they really can't afford to just cut the whole thing out. Track Tomb! You son of a bitch. Now look here, you. You'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sacks of grain over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you. And before I mucked out the Chocobo stables. And before I rolled that millstone over to the mill. And also before... Gods, man. I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days! And do you hear me complaining? Bah, I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Track Tomb ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you ken? Ahem, the tale of Track Tomb's epic victory over the dread primal Leviabetus. Now, Leviabetus is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea of how big, each of his scales about as wide across as me members long, and that's no mean feat, let me tell ye. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for it myself, I let me mates in the Company of Heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now, there's some as say you can never truly beat Leviabetus. You gotta try to learn to live with them and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. Ahem. It's you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the intention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the Company of Heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm a chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Me member's tiny. It's pathetic. You don't need to tell me how small your dick is. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviabetus, but I have seen him with me own eyes.
'Twas a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor, when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent some miles off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared, I soiled myself right there and then. You don't need to tell me how you shit your pants. What? Oh, God. Just remember that day made me soil myself all over again. No, Hey, wait. If you're asking after Leviabetus, means you're planning to fight him, ain't ye? Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell ye. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Okay, please go change your pants. Why, you worthless lying horsin! I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. Don't worry about it, man. Aigead, this has been Philia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon. Leviabetus. I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Morby dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. I can't remember if Track Tomb ever comes back after that. I think it would be really funny if he did. Morby dry docks, it's Morby dry. Make some new friends and maybe get a bite to eat. All 'cause we say, what do you know? Had a man. Oh, this is fun. I didn't realize I could stand on these. Okay, I should probably keep going. We've still got a good chunk of story to get through. Hey, man. I'm told your jaunt to the Greek fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lass, but I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the war leader, I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable. I'm not one to tempt fate. The war leader and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Thanks, man. I nearly forgot. I need to turn on cutscenes. Or else this is going to be weird. Hey, how's everybody feeling about all this? Merwib? In order to build the war leader, we had to decommission 2 perfectly serviceable galleons. Suffice to say, the captains weren't best pleased with the notion. When I offered them the chance to keep their ships and face Leviathan in our stead, they magnanimously withdrew their complaints. We must all make sacrifices for the greater good, they said. That was nice of them. Y'shtola. It will require no small amount of helmsmanship to tow the war leader. I dare say delivering you safely to Leviathan will be a battle in itself. Thancred. To complete the twin vessel in so short a time, and with limited materials, people of Naldic and Vimelis have won an admirer in me. Minfilia. Would that we had arrived... Fucking shit, goddamn. Would that we had armed ourselves with more knowledge beforehand. Well, it cannot now be helped. I take comfort in the fact that you have faced worse odds in the past and have ever prevailed. You will do so again, of that I have no doubt. When First Master Einzar proposed the twin vessel, I must confess that I had my doubts. Only now that the war leader is complete do I see the elegance of this solution. Lord of the Whirl. Whirl. Einzar stands ready to send you off to your encounter with the Lord of the Whirl. Ah, I know that look. You are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Whirl Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Naldic and Vimelis are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of its hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Yeah, alright. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Y'shtola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fill its purpose, your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Y'shtola, if you would join the 3rd Levy, and Lady Yugiri, the 5th. Okay, bye, guys. But what words have I for the woman who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the Navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments, and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Aigead. May the crystal bless and keep you. Thanks. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Whirl-Eater! Hard! Now accessible! Okay. So one thing that I've been wondering about when doing this playthrough is I didn't know whether I was going to go in to these with, like, you know, do I do it unsynced and just wreck face, or do I try and do it legitimately? So I think what I'm probably going to do is trials up to a certain point I'm going to do unsynced. Dungeons I'm going to do with what is it? Trusts. The what's it called? Duty support. And then at a certain point, I will need to start doing these, like, legitimately, you know. But for now, let's go take on this guy. Let's go fuck this guy up. Because I'm reasonably certain I should be able to handle the normal versions of a lot of these up to a certain point. Solo, that is. Oh, hey, there he is. Just hanging out. Cool, you're not hitting him at all. Oh, that seems bad. Water orbs. He's got warbs. Oh, and, okay. Bye. Thanks for the ride, I guess. Hey, bro, how's it hanging? You seem upset.
Wait, can I still... Is he still taking it? No, he's not still taking it. Okay. Gotta get those fumes. That didn't even really do anything to me. Anyway. Man, that's way more manageable than the extreme version. Okay, let's get out of here. I did it. I won. I won! Hey, where is everybody? Oh, I gotta go back to Limsa? Ugh, fine. Nobody thought to wait for me? I'd spend like 150 gil to go back to Limsa. Fuck that. I'm taking a fucking chocobo. Nobody goddamn waits for anyone. Fuck. Cannot believe the audacity. They were just like, yeah, she'll be fine. She's a warrior light, what could happen? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm checking my phone while I'm waiting on this. Are we there yet? Oh, I'm starting to see all the level 1 things. We must be getting close. Yeah! Who's that? Oh, they're level 3. Their name is Silent Guys. Godspeed, you little sprout. Down and boom, down and boom, down and boom, down and boom. I like thinking about a lot of the other players in the game as just like other adventurers wandering around Eorzea. Some of them are just dressed very ostentatiously. Where did they get those clothes? Who knows? Don't worry about it. Alright, where am I going now? This way. Da, 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 da. Excuse me, Mr. Dandale. Can I go up to the commander's room? Knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits, but today I will permit myself a few words. Ahem. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, madam. And on that note, the Admiral waits you in the command room. Wink! Why did you say wink? Hey everybody, you left me at the dock again. Not cool. A number of things did not go exactly to plan, I will admit. Leviathan denied us the luxury of ramming him for one. But let's not quibble over the manner of the victory, eh? If Limbs is safe, and we are yet undrowned, I conclude that it has been a good day. Now go and bask in the Admiral's gratitude, will you? You certainly have earned the right. Oh, I will, believe me. My congratulations, Aigead. This victory will serve to quiet the Sahagin, for a time at least. You agree? That such beings can be defeated runs contrary to all I know. Whence comes your strength and sense of purpose? It's a long story. Another notch on the old belt, is it? Well done, my friend. Were I a god, I dare say I would tremble at your summoning. Ha! Thanks. You should. So often do you achieve the impossible that I fear my words of congratulations will begin to sound repetitive, if indeed they have not already. With this in mind, I shall remember my lines. I shall say only that I am glad of your safe return.
We Lominsons
Hey girl,
are sworn
hey.
to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
You're welcome. Smile.
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
He is very clearly
Before I set foot
Mistbeard.
in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man.
Hell yeah.
Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
I have actually already started learning.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
He's talking about the Rogues Guild.
I am heartened to hear this.
Or the Thieves Guild?
I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that
Where you can learn
fought
to be a
differently
rogue?
in the beginning.
suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Yeah, just wait till we hit Shadowbringers.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Everybody just giving Thancred's entire life story.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Like a transformer. You're like Optimus Prime.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many
Yeah, that happened
things.
like an hour
A place
ago.
of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in.
Merweb, I love you, but why'd you bring it
I'll
up then?
not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
Yay! Thank you, Merweb.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Ah, shit. Bumped my microphone. And in doing so, shall introduce one of the most fun antagonists in any of the job quest lines. He's a goof and we love him.
You wished a word in private.
Oh.
The better
He's just
not
like,
to
oh,
spoil
whoops.
the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Hello, Still Though 2. Welcome to the Shark Stream.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, Strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
I don't know about that one, but okay. It's a weird situation to be in, to be sure. Quest complete. Hey, man. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Aigead. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron man there, and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I'm obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity, which you would be introduced, abide in the shadows of Leminsa society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Don't be penned by the Admiral herself. Mere words on parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. Here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Thanks. I might actually be okay since I've done the rogue questline. Like, that should actually affect the dialogue a fair bit, I believe. You gotta go down to the Fisherman. Fishersman? Fishersman Guild? Fisherman's? Fishman? Fish? Fish? Talking about fish? Okay, hold on. I actually... This probably wasn't the optimal way to go there, now that I'm looking at it. Alright, give me a second. Hey, man. Yeah. Turn here. Probably would have had a lot better luck going from the Aetheryte Plaza. Ah, a shadowy woman and an inconspicuous man. What? Didn't your mammy teach you it's rude to stare? Got business with me, venturer? Yeah, here you go. So you're the woman the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thanker, too. Been a while since I saw his shite-eating grin. With all the doe-eyed wenches about, I expect he's got his hands full. Hey, Aigead. Ah, and you must be the Far Easterner what Merlwyb says wants to train with us. Welcome to Linsa, milady. I am Aigead of Doma. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when first I learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa's a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose. I see. Know that the practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what in the seven hells are we waiting for? If you come with us, you Gary of we can get acquainted in more private surrounds. Ha! That didn't come out right, did it? Lady Aigead, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us Domans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student. Bye, Hill. I actually still need to do more of the ninja stuff. Oh, it's been ages since Thanker up and left the sisters. What I wouldn't give to run with the old scoundrel again, just like back in the old days. Far Eastern combat art, eh? I must say, my curiosity's fairly piqued. Oh no. Much and more has occurred since first I beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you overlong. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next you meet Lady Minfilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior of Light. Pray return to the Rising Stones. Ooh, crack my bones, stretch my muscles. Let's go see what Minfilia wants. I guess she doesn't want anything. We weren't called here. We're just going to report. Oh! This place is a lot more populated. Doware! In my native land, there exist individuals not unlike these adventurers. Yet without a master to serve, how does one know the path that one must walk? I have been tasked with helping out in the kitchen. Once I have grown accustomed to my duties, I shall treat our host to traditional Doman cuisine. An adventurer bends not to authority, but lives and acts according to his own beliefs. He is the master of his own destiny. So we're like Ronin? History is our friend, young one. The answers to the problems of the present are oft found within the past. You need but seek them out. Ragnarok, can I help you? You are walking across my desk. Hello. Hello, my child. Hold on. It's cat time. Kiss you on your little head. Go on, get out of here. What if you wanted to solve a problem that's already happened? Like the Garleans destroying Doma? Well, we'll talk about it. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Rising Stones. With your cooperation, we hope to grow rich and transform this place into the piling gold. Teehee. Oh, Aigead, forgive me, but I must see to the Doman's needs. The Rising Stones. What a peculiar name for a sanctuary. Yeah, it's like this whole thing. It's like Waking Sands, Rising Stone. Don't worry about it, Flamine. You do flatter me, dear, and I do believe you had a bit too much to drink. Some 15 years ago, a mission took me to Ul'dah. It was then that I first gazed upon your beauty. Utterly transfixed. I dare not blink lest I deprive myself of even a split second of your radiance. Yeah, and then, you know, a Gubu killed a bunch of people. But, you know, it's whatever. What in the seven hells are you doing up there? Get down here before you fall and break your neck! You think this is impressive? In Doma, we train to run in the treetops. Don't mind Papalimo. He's making a fuss over nothing as usual. Yozen's sense of balance is amazing for a boy his age. What do he got so good? Hey, whore. E-Boulder. Some of the Domans wanted to learn how to fight, and it's fallen to me to oversee their training. First, I need to find suitable equipment for everyone. Is that it? Is that everybody I can talk to? Flamine. I cannot... Like, I'm gonna talk about it every time it happens. Flamine acting like she's some old biddy. It's so weird. Hey, girl, hey.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me.
Yeah, go for it.
When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, He employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form.
Fucked up.
Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy.
Yeah?
It was of this that Elizabeth spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed.
Neat. So what do we do with that knowledge?
There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo?
Maybe.
Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
Oh, hey, man.
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady.
Why, what happened?
It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
Why, what happened?
What of them?
My lady,
Mitty, are you about to
the
throw up?
Isle of Val, which
What is
for
that
many
noise?
years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
That sounds like a cat about to throw up. 1 second. Reggie, are you throwing up? Oh, you're throwing. Okay. You're still throwing. Hey, no, don't go under the bed. Oh, it's not throw up, it's a hairball. Okay. Mitty's actually fine. I have to do something about Raggy coughing up hairballs under the bed though. 1 second. We're gonna just be right back real quick. 1 moment, everybody. Alright, I'm back. Also, hello, Thorns. Hairballs in bed would not be a good outcome. The problem is that it was under the bed. But also, I don't think he hawked up a hairball under the bed. I think it was just goop. I think he just hawked up goop. Cats. Alright. My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years has been the Order's home, is no more. What does that mean?
No more? Whatever do you mean?
1 second. There we go.
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be.
Fucked up.
'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
Weird, but we're not going to find out anything about that until 2 patches from now. Or, not 2 patches, 2 expansions from now. So, don't even worry about it.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
Hey man, why are you sitting by yourself in the dark?
It is done, my lord. I... Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Alright. Quest complete. The Great Divide. Minfilia's thoughts keep returning to the fate of the students of Baldesion. Excuse me.
Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it avails us not to speculate. The Urianger will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak on a different matter, one closer to home.
Alright.
It concerns etheric fluctuations which had previously been attributed to Good King Moggle the 12th.
Good King Moggle, Good King Mog, Lord of all the land, Kupo?
That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well in the Twelves Wood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude.
Let me try again.
They may even suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Asilia, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem.
Oh?
What manner of problem? A band of refugees, hailing from Ul'dah this time, are come to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are in the 7th heaven awaiting a formal response. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Asilia, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Aigead, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting.
Yeah, alright. I'm thinking about, like, everything that needs to be done. Everything that needs to be done between now and, like, Heaven's Word. And it's just like, how far into the patches am I? You know? Like, I thought I was already a decent chunk of the way through them. And yet... Raggy, are you feeling better after purging all that evil out of yourself? Ah! Draggle-tailed refugee!
Hey guys. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn.
12 be praised, it is you!
Uh-huh.
We're ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Just give us a task and we'll see it done.
Pray, calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know naught of your situation.
Beg your pardon, antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life. Why is my phone buzzing so much? Oh, alright.
Trying to piece together a life to replace the one what got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. It's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where. And then it came to me. Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you'd surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it was with great regret that I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us? If I might have a word... Tataru, is aught amiss? Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphino has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. 7 hells, now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please, if you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. My lady. We are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions.
Minfilia, come on.
How can you be so blind?
I gotta agree with that guy.
Find Alphino, and quickly. If he is in danger or worse, I would have you and none other by his side.
Yeah, alright.
Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ida and Papa Lima will see into it. Alphino is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Aigead!
Yeah, alright. I forget what Tataru's voice sounds like.
Don't believe what they say. I know these people. They wouldn't take up arms to defend. They would only take up arms to defend themselves. If there was a riot, I swear to you, they didn't start it.
I believe you. If the authorities determine... Come on. If the authorities determine that the authorities acted with full compliance of the law, then, you know, you can't do nothing. Alright, everybody say hi to Nosage Blackrock. Hi, Nosage Blackrock. There's a cat girl Alisade dancing with him. That's great. Oh, excuse me. Alphino, I heard you got wounded. How gory was it? Was there a lot of blood? Bunny bunny, banani banani.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
And just as smug as ever.
Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
Fucked up if true.
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence.
By small wonder, he means they're Lalafels. Because they're tiny.
So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'Dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Reborn and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor.
Sucker this dick, more
Yet
like.
none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight.
Well, maybe they should fucking get over it.
This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry.
Can't blame them for that.
The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Domans asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
What if we killed the monetarists? I'm just throwing it out there. Desperate times. Alphino wishes to investigate the circumstances surrounding the riot. With the utmost respect and sympathy for the refugees, I'm sure. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good, then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Reborn has to say upon the matter. Don't even, like, give me a choice. Just like, yeah, no, come along. We're going. You really don't have a say in this. You're coming with me. Hey, man. Gotta get ready to do your voice.
Now is not a good time, Aigead. My hands are full dealing with the refugees.
Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General.
Alphino, back on your feet already.
You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgeons. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation.
Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive.
I can well imagine. Given that the majority of the refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. For my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between the Ul'Dan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single gil to spend, who could not survive without the aid provided by the Immortal Flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors.
Come to the point.
Very well. My point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and
now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon.
Well, we tried. The General is no fool.
He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim, without the necessary proof, that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Aigead. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries with the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at the request for such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we?
Okay.
Hey man, give me some info. You look as though you have something to say, Aigead. Do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well. Blast braids? The brass blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be related to the recent events. It may be unrelated to the recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the blades posted there. Sure thing, man. Ah, that burp snuck up on me. I'm so sorry. You know, now that I'm getting into lattes more recently and, like, drinking more coffee, I'm kind of excited to try out a pumpkin spice latte. I've had, like, a pumpkin spice donut before, and it was really good. But, like, I'm ready to be that bitch, you know? Amalberga! Leofric! And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well, then you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees. Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation, and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that. Like the merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. I didn't expect them to send you, Aigead. I take it this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I am increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka. He will explain everything. Zazahuza? Oh, he's over there. Zazawaka. Ah, don't hurt me, I'm not one of them! Beg your pardon? You're not a flame? I see. If Leofric told you to speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 'Twill be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under that fanatic's spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha! A childish fantasy. Okay, man. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent, and you will understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt that merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. What are we talking about? Talking about this guy? Hey, what's up? Was Gup? I was trying to say what's up and what's going on at the same time. What are you doing? Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Why didn't you run away with me? We could have escaped together. Then you'd be here with me. Be here to soothe me. Why? Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? How did you say soothe like that? Hey man, don't worry about it. Oh god, that burp snuck up on me too. Who are you? What do you want? It's true, I followed the merchant, and may the gods strike me down for my folly.
What they will not give me, well, what they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups, sent us off on our own, but when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, and then fighting, and then everyone was fighting, and the flames were shouting, give no quarter, and... Oh gods, the other group, they're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like Mon was. Oh shit. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. He would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us and listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. A pox on all bloody cell swords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only we had never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Oh, if they were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren that their strongest warriors are no match for one woman. Maybe then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. Yeah, alright. I'm not crazy about the idea of, you know, beating up impoverished refugees, but, like, if it keeps them alive, I guess, sure. Oh, it's raining. Where the hell? Okay. Looks like maybe I can just go through this cave here. Oh, hey, how's it going?
7 hells, they found us! Everyone grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point! So that's your game, is it? Ha 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 ha! Sorry to disappoint you, lass, but we're more than willing to kill you ourselves!
Wait, don't do that. Listen, maybe you don't, like, recognize who I am or something, but, like... Look, I really don't want to do any of this. Like, I'm honestly here to help you guys. Like, genuinely speaking. And I'd really, more than anything, just like to talk, you know? Like, nothing that we're dealing with here needs to be solved with anything but, like, you know, just some nice, friendly words. You know what I mean? Oh, hold up. But, like, for real. You beat him like it was nothing. Oh, almighty, what are we gonna do now? Well, anyways. Have a good one. Hey man, I think I did a good job. You've returned! Did you find my brethren? What are the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better that a handful of them take a beating from you than the lot get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when he was over? There's no merchant there, man. Huh? Where else would he be? Unless he went to Stone's Throw to recruit others. The terrified refugee would have you find the shady figure who's trying to stir dissent among his brethren. Merchant wishes to approach the refugees and throw Stone's Throw his way as the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him. Convince him to cease his mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. No, and he's gone. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. And away we go. How far away is this place? Stone's Throw is a little bit more than a stone's throw away, I gotta say.
Alright, calm down. Ah, but it's a stone's throw away from Ul'dah itself. I see. Clever. Yep. Hey there, legal girl. Have you seen my parents? Bunny, bunny, banani, banani. They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with the man from Ul'dah. The man said they were going to change everything, make it so that we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Say, miss, are you looking for someone? I'm looking for a merchant. You mean the man who left with my parents? I don't know where he... Oh. Wait, look! Over there! I think that's him! Aw. Well now, which of these gullible fools shall be my next victim? Ahem. You! Ah. And there he goes. He's getting away! Go get him, miss! Sure thing. By the way, eat the rich, though. Hi, Papa Sean. Give me a second, real quick. Sup, fucker? Ahim heem. You again? What? Why are you pursuing me? Bunny bunny. Sedition? Treason? Revolution? That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The selfsame refugees who terrorize the streets of Ul'dah? Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None! Bunny bunny, banani banani. No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. I will beat the shit out of you. For the sake of argument, let's say... Hypothetically speaking. You know, let's for the sake of argument, hypothetically speaking, let's say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a Kieran's arse about politics. It was business. Only business. What are you looking for? Uh-oh. We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything. Alright. What? Oh, shit. Oh, beans. What's all this commotion? 7 L's. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. I don't know why I'm giving this Lalafella voice like this. Because I think it's funny, that's why. Old adventurer, I would know more about your relationship with the Oh wait, this is a different guy. Old adventurer, I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. Bunny bunny, banani banani banani.
This man was responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we owe this murderer a debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious you are not the one for whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Sion.
Thanks, man. Maggie, you good? Hold up. Maggie, come here real quick. Why your eyes look so wet? Like you've been crying or something. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here real quick. It's okay. Calm down, calm down. I'm wondering if maybe he's just kind of having like a potentially a rough reaction to the vaccines he got the other day. And that might be like the reason for the hairball or like his eyes being wet. Hey man, whack ass shit been going on. What news, Aigead? Where's the merchant? Oh, he's super dead. Murdered? Damn it all to the seventh hell. He was not simply murdered, Aigead, he was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair, though. You may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Dope. Webawushin. Swift is a message for you. From General Rabba. Flame General left word that you were to proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as you returned. He wishes to discuss your recent discoveries, as well as the results of our own investigation. Master Alphino has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray, proceed to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. Okay. I will go find Bartholomew. Done a lot of running around this stream, and we fought one big fish snake. But we're probably going to be wrapping up soon. And then we will be back a little bit later today for Deadly Premonition 2. Hi, Alphino. Excellent work, Aigead. The information you brought us helped me persuade General Raubon to call this meeting. Mayhap now we can discuss matters openly and honestly. We've been expecting you, madam. Please proceed inside. Dope. Is this one voiced?
Commander Swift
Thank
is
God.
surprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room.
Yeah, alright.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination.
They'd be right.
together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
So it was the Brass Blade's fault.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
That motherfucker.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Because he's a capitalist.
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield. The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement.
Isn't this a PvP map?
Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations.
I think this is a PvP map.
In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
Unsurprising.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
What could motivate him is money. Oh, Omega.
Pardon?
I forgot that Omega comes into play this early!
An Alagon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Allagon inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself.
Not entirely accurate, but
Might explain
we'll get
why
to it.
Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon, one which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut?
Yeah, man.
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves.
Or it could be a really cool series of raids. I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
We thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
You want me to kill that guy for you?
He should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
It's not that surprising.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
So it would seem. Quest complete. All right. What is next? Stories we tell. All right, so we are going to go ahead and call it there for today. We will be returning to New Game Plus in probably a couple weeks. Next week, we are going to have another Final Fantasy XIV stream on Thursday, but I'm going to be doing the event, The Rising, as well as a few other things. If you enjoy the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, or co-host at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream, VTuber was done by Audrey and B of Team Caple. You can find on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, and co-host at Team Caple. That's TEAMCATPLE. Their card has a commission form on it. You should commission them. You should definitely do that. Use the form. Don't email them. They'll email you. Don't DM them. If you must DM them, don't be weird. Please don't be weird to my friends. We will make fun of you on stream. Chat blocker was done by Molly, who you can find on Twitter at GingerIsASpice. GingerIsASpice. They are also a great artist and fantastic, and you should commission them as well when they're open for commissions. Upcoming streams. Later today, Deadly Premonition 2. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do both Fear expansions back-to-back tomorrow. I was thinking about it, and like I'm pretty sure I can get through Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate pretty quickly. So rather than do just Extraction Point and then leave whatever the next game is up to chance in such that I might need to wait until the next week to do it, I'm just going to go ahead and do both of them. What else? Next Wednesday, Breath of the Wild. Next Thursday, like I said, more Final Fantasy XIV. Next Friday is going to be, I believe, Sinking City, and then something else with Team Caple. We're not going to go straight into Bayonetta 3. We are going to have a bit of a buffer. So I hope you tune in for that. But going forward, Final Fantasy XIV is going to take Spider-Man's slot. on Thursdays, now that I've finished that game. Once we finish the DLC for... Oh, excuse me. For Dishonored, I am going to be switching Dishonored streams to the afternoon, where we will be doing a book club stream for a while, until we hit Dishonored 2. In which case it'll be switched back to the evening, and we'll be switching Final Fantasy XIV back to the afternoon. But that is going to be it for today, and I do want to thank you all for coming by the stream, and I hope you all have a good one, and I will see you later today for Deadly Premonition 2 here on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.